How do you think I feel? I feel good, actually. Welcome to Recap Monday. Thanks for tuning in. I'm SB Mitch. You can follow me on Twitter. Don't follow me on Instagram. It's a useless page. Or do. I don't care. Or you can subscribe to the channel if you don't. Or if you are already and you don't have notifications on, you can do that. Or don't do any of that. That's your life. I don't care. Hi, pals. So, this is assuming that none of you have seen my channel before. Every Friday I open a beater box, like a mystery sneaker box, and then every Monday I recap a box from the past. The pasty. The nasty pasty. But that's basically what's going on here. It is Recap Monday. Today we're going back to, I think, May? Yeah, May, to a really good $400 Soul Supremacy beater box. Yeah, this was a really good box, and it was really interesting to kind of dive into the numbers and see what happened, because, I mean, while this box was good, it was interesting too. The video for this box actually debuted 2 weeks after the one we did last week. You can check that one out here. It'll be there at the end too if you want to check that out. And don't ask me why, but that video, as of today, which is what, November 23rd? Yeah, November 23rd, this video has over 16,000 views. I don't know why. I'm sure it has something to do with all the Faceboxes that are on the thumbnail, or it just could be the absolutely creepy smile that I managed to muster up and put on the thumbnail. It's probably the boxes though. So the majority of the 8 pairs in this box were all like mid-2000s vintage Jordans, which was awesome. But there was also a surprising, I guess you could say, WNBA PE LeBron, and probably one of the goofiest looking Adidas basketball shoes I've ever seen in my entire life. But even with those things, this box is probably one of my favorite ones of the year. So let's take a look at this $400 Soul Supremacy beater box. It was $350 plus shipping. So $350 plus shipping. This box is just a little tidbit, guy. I know you guys don't really like seeing boxes unless it says, whoa, I spent $50,000 on a mystery box. Yeah, there you go. Some kind of blue shoe. It's dead stock. It's got Boost on it. I don't know what this colorway is, but it's actually kind of cool. It's got the midsole of a 5. It's got some cement like a 3. But it's a sample LeBron Soldier 7. Zoom Soldier 7, whatever, in this like kind of yellow. These are the 2004, I want to say, release. So there is some discoloration on the tab on the medial and lateral side. But these are the Columbia 11s. Pretty heavy discoloration on the uppers and the outsoles. There's some scuffs and stuff. These are the 2004 gray toes. Nah, 2004, 2005-ish, something like that. Got some metallic green 4s. There's a little bit of cage discoloration and tongue discoloration. Retro card in here too. These are white cement Jordan 3s. So these have been worn pretty well. There's a lot of creasing on the toe box. So much like most of the boxes I get, this box completely sold on 2 platforms. But the surprising part of this box is that all but 1 pair sold on the website. That's crazy to me. This may or may not surprise some of you, but I still, even with the website, still sell the majority of pairs I get on GOAT. It's probably like 85 to 90% GOAT and like 15 to 10% website. I don't really sell a lot on the website, so the fact that 7 of the 8 pairs in this box sold on the website and also sold within 2 days, this box definitely deserved some attention. Hey, and take a wild guess at the last pair that sold. If you said the Adidas Crazy Explosives, you were right. Those sold on June 22nd. So the turnaround on this box was basically 4 weeks. The biggest thing worth mentioning about this box in terms of how quick it sold is that within 2 days of the video going live, the majority of the box sold through the website. And that kind of brings me to a point about the channel. Like, I don't have long-term goals to really like grow the channel or like blow up, as people say. Like, I basically use this channel as a marketing tool for the website and for selling the sneakers, because sneaker YouTube basically already has every category and like subgenre of sneakers pretty well covered. And let's just kind of face it, I'm not really committed or hardworking enough to really growing the channel any more than it already is. So that kind of keeps this channel like a hobby. Like, doing the videos is still kind of a hobby that has a positive impact on the website, but it's definitely not something I want to take full time. That's just kind of a little thing I wanted to address, I guess. Now back to the box. So the estimated market value of this box came in at $815, which is more than double what the box cost. That means the $405 difference minus the GOAT fees, which is what I use for the videos. So it's what, 9.5% minus $5 per pair. So $40 for this box because there's 8 pair. And then the 2.9 PayPal processing fee. This box's estimated return came in at $312.20, or an estimated return on investment of 76.15%, which is really good and seems to be pretty common for this price range. Spreadsheet, come forth, my child. I didn't give birth to a spreadsheet. I created it, but let's face it, it's Google. It's not me. So as you can see on the far right, the total gross sales of all the pairs came to $739, even though the video estimated that they should sell for $815. And we'll touch on that a little bit later. After subtracting shipping and processing fees, the actual net sales of the box totaled out to $684.90. Then we take out the cost of the box, which was $410. Blip. We ended up with a net profit of $274.90, which gives us an ROI, an actual ROI of 67.05%. It's still really good. Now let's take a look at not necessarily why the box did well, because the box did well for obvious reasons, but let's just take a look at 3 interesting facts about this box. Number 1, older pairs. Sole Supremacy has consistently throughout the years undervalued vintage and older shoes because of their like wearability window. Now that doesn't mean that people don't want them, because I sell these vintage Jordans like super fast. Like, whether it be to someone who has like a nostalgia thing for them or a restorer, I mean, they just don't last long. And I think Sole Supremacy definitely undervalues anything from like before like 5 or 6 years ago. Number 2, the projected gross sales versus the actual gross sales. So the estimated gross for this box was $815, and the actual gross for this box was only $76 less than that, which is pretty good. I guess what makes that interesting is that the fact that older pairs and even like sample PEs, there's just not much data historically about how much they sell for. So you kind of have to guess. You might have to look up on eBay. So I think that's another reason why Sole Supremacy might undervalue these older pairs and like pairs that are just kind of off the wall, because there's just not much data on them historically. So, Number 3, boop, boop, boop. My fingers actually work. It doesn't look like I do. Higher actual net sales because I have a website. So the actual net sales were only $37.30 less than the estimated net sales. And that was really only possible because of the fact that I have a website. There's a significantly less amount of fees on the website. So that definitely comes into play. That's kind of why I took more home, if you want to say it that way. And that's like the biggest and sometimes only benefit of having an e-commerce store, is that the payment processor you use, whether it be PayPal or Stripe or Shopify or whatever, takes a significantly less amount of, the 9% or whatever anyone takes in fees. But that doesn't mean that it's the best route to go. Having your own website, especially with sneakers, is extremely high risk. There's a lot of scammers and scumbags out there. And that's why people are, generally okay with paying the middleman fee that's there through like eBay or GOAT or StockX or what have you, because it's just a lot easier. And then even as a seller, it's just a lot easier because then you don't have to check like credit card origins. You don't have to check to make sure the billing and shipping match. Like, there's a lot of headaches that come with having your own e-commerce store. And that's just because some people out there are awful. That's just all there is to it, especially in this field. There's just a lot of bad people and a lot of shady practices in the sneaker world. That's just all there is to it. I mean, it sucks to say, but that's just kind of almost factual. I mean, that's the thing with paying StockX or GOAT or whoever that extra amount. You're paying for peace of mind, because I mean, there's scammers, there's people that are cracking credit cards using someone else's information they got on like the black market. And it's just, there's a whole laundry list of reasons why why it might not work for you to have a website. But don't think that if you only sell on GOAT or StockX that you're missing out on a lot of money, because you're really not. You're maybe missing out on like $5 per shoe if it's like a lower value shoe. If it's something high value, then yeah, I can kind of see that you might be missing out on some money, but it's just a lot easier. Like I'm perfectly okay with selling most of my pairs on GOAT because it's just, you box it up, you slap a label on it, and it's just gone. And then if you made sure that you listed it correctly, you're done. You collect your money. You don't have to worry about someone charging back on you or anything like that. I don't know. That's just sorry for the rant, but that's just a whole big deal. $400 box, did really well, really high return on investment. And I kind of wanted to deep dive into this because the fact that most of these things sold on the website, and there's a lot of good points that come along with that. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's me. That's Recap Monday. This box was really cool. I'm burping like this is disgusting. I have a lot of videos coming out this week. There's a video on Wednesday, there's a video on Thursday, and there's a video on Friday. So sorry for the ads and everything, but I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done. So hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We will see you in 2 days for a cleaning video. That's right. I'm gonna be doing a deep clean and disinfectant jobby on one of my personal pairs, and then there's a reason for that also. So till then, take care of each other, and remember to keep sneakers fun because they're supposed to be fun. Bye.